My name is Frank Adair Bonsall Jr. and I won the Hunt Cup in 1956 on Lanquil, horse owned by Hugh O'Donovan, trained by Mr. Bobby Fenwick, and I was 18.
When you won?
When I won.
In April of 1894, the members of the Elkridge Fox Hunting Club challenged the members of Green Spring Valley Hunt Club to a timber race. This was the first ever Maryland Hunt Cup. The course is 4 miles long, consisting of 22 timber fences that are 4 feet or higher. It is important to continue the tradition of the Maryland Hunt Cup because of its unique significance in the horse world and its importance to Maryland history.
We went galloping down into the first fence, and I'll never forget it. I didn't know how we were going to get over, but we did. Well, I remember that my horse went to the front, so there was nobody in front of me except the fences, and my horse loved to run and jump, so he just kept going. And nobody could catch us. The crowd was normal, about 20,000 people. The weather was very, very nice. It wasn't too hot, it wasn't too bright. It was not raining, it was good.
How did you feel before and after the race?
I felt fine before the race, and I felt ecstatic after the race.
Were you nervous?
I was very nervous, shaking in my boots. I was 16 when I won the Virginia Gold Cup in 1954. I was the youngest rider ever to win in the Virginia Gold Cup. Now the Gold Cup is prestigious, but nothing like the Hunt Cup.
Right.
It's 4 miles over timber, but the fences are not as big.
Do you think that Hunt Cup or timber racing in general is a dangerous event for jockeys and horses?
It's very dangerous. Because, the fences are stiff. You have to jump over them. You can't jump through them like bushes.
Hunt Cup is known for its fences. Instead of jumping English hedges like most races, riders at the Hunt Cup have to jump the dangerously high timber fences. It's a joke amongst the jockey community that you have to be crazy to ride steeplechase.
The biggest fences are the 6th and 16th and the 3rd and 13th.
Injuries are a common outcome of this race. Horses fall and do occasionally die. In the 1935 race, a horse named Troublemaker somersaulted over the 17th jump and broke his neck. His jockey somehow escaped the fall unscathed, though was lost in grief when he saw what happened to his horse.
And you had a horse racing this year?
That was Turco Service.
Right. And you had was it a female jockey?
It was Casey Pinkard. She's very good.
Gender is not an important factor for steeplechasing. Jockeys don't have to be super strong. They have to have stamina and balance and a strong connection to their horse.
But unfortunately, the horse fell at the 6th. But my daughter Adair had a horse with Gary Brewster. They call him, Derwin's Prospector. His nickname is Depot. And he won. There were 10 starters and 2 finishers. And he won through the stretch. It was a very exciting stretch run to the finish line.
Hunt Cup is one of 3 races which the Maryland horse community likes to call the Triple Crown of steeplechases. The 3 races are My Lady's Manor, the Grand National, and the Maryland Hunt Cup. Though the Maryland races are not part of the professional steeplechase circuit, many jockeys believe it to be one of the hardest in the country. People don't ride in Hunt Cup for fame or glory. They ride it because they love the sport.
My father won it in 1927 and 28 on a horse called Bondmaster.
Jockey Ann Moran rode Buck James and finished the race in 8 minutes and 30 seconds in 1995, holding the record of best finish time.
I hope maybe someday to have another horse run.
You do?
Yeah, if I can find one.
How does that work?
What do you mean, how does it work?
Finding a horse.
You have to go find a horse that is a natural jumper. The most important thing is to be a natural jumper and to have staying power, stamina, because the race is 4 miles long and it's 22 fences. Very grueling race.
Because of the stamina required, mature horses are preferred. However, many steeplechasers are half-bred, meaning they aren't pure thoroughbred.
What's important for a jockey is to have good communication with the horse. In other words, to be in sync with the horse, not to be fighting the horse. The horse needs to be encouraged. You need to be in sync with the horse.
Do you think that Hunt Cup is an important tradition that should continue?
I don't think I know.
You know?
It's very much the most important race in the world because of its prestige.
The Maryland Hunt Cup has run on the last Saturday of April almost every year since 1894. The owner of the winning horse will receive the Maryland Hunt Cup, a $7,000 silver tankard made in England. With no advertising, food concessions, and no live broadcasts, the Maryland Hunt Cup is still widely known throughout the horse world. Since 1894, Hunt Cup has continued to hold its legacy as one of the most grueling steeplechase races in the country, and possibly the world.